I made $114,000 as an Amazon influencer. Now, I do want to be clear. My approach is a little bit different. It's a hybrid approach. So it is on site and I also do off site as well. So it's both of those. And it's actually more than this. This number is not including me getting paid for reselling free samples that I get. I also do paid brand deals and I get paid from creator rewards. It's like a bonus payment. This is with offsite. So if you reach a certain amount of shipped revenue with offsite, you get these extra payments. Last year alone, I made 75K, and my best month in this program has been $14,000. That is on site and also offsite combined. And I started this program in September of 2023. And in those first 3 months, I made $200. Amazon does pay you, I think it's 60 days later. Just want to share these numbers. This is not a flex. I just want you to see what I've accomplished with this program. Just want you to know this is not a scam. This program has been life changing for me. And I also just want you to see what's possible. So I'm going to be breaking it down step by step, what's working with this program and how you can build real income and build a business with this program. And how this program works is very simple. You're just going to upload shoppable videos, that's what they're called, directly to Amazon, and Amazon will place these videos on the product page. And if someone watches your videos and then they make a purchase, then you're going to get a commission from that purchase. And the thing about this program and why I think it's great is because you don't have to have a huge audience. And building an audience can take some time. It's not easy. What you're doing is pretty much tapping into the Amazon marketplace. This is a place where it's billions of shoppers. You're getting in front of all these shoppers with your shoppable videos. And there's two different programs. You have Amazon Influencer, it's also known as on-site. Then you have Amazon Associates, which is also called off-site. So this is where you're driving traffic to Amazon off-site. So for me, that's YouTube. You could use any social media. Some people use Instagram, some people use Facebook. You could even use your blog. Offsite is definitely harder because you have to have some kind of audience. You have to have some influence to get people to click on your Amazon links and go over to Amazon. But offsite does have more potential from what I'm seeing. And I've seen a lot of changes with, on-site Amazon influencers. So I'm leaning more into offsite. So step one, you have to get approved. What Amazon looks for is you have to have some kind of social media. So I signed up with my YouTube channel. I was lucky. I already had a big YouTube channel. I had tons of engagement. So I got accepted pretty fast. And from what I know, Amazon isn't really looking at followers. They're looking at your engagement. I've heard of people getting in just having 50 followers. So it's all about engagement. What I'm seeing is a lot of people using TikTok to get in because you can grow really fast on TikTok. So once you get accepted into the program, you have to get accepted to get on-site commission. So you're gonna have to submit 3 videos, shoppable videos of products. I just used 3 things in my house. I think it was a cell phone case, it was a video light, and I think it was a lens. These were things that I could easily talk about. So you only have 3 tries and then you have to redo the whole application process again. So I didn't get in until my third try. I still remember that day. So I had to shift how I was doing my videos. So the first 2 times I was holding up the product, I was talking about it, but I was talking more about my experience and things like that. But the third time I did faceless and I just focused on the product. So from my experience, Amazon wants you to just really focus on the product. And that's what got me accepted to start earning from on-site commissions. Step 2 here, unlock on-site commissions, which we just talked about. Do not forget this step. Like a lot of people will sign up for the program and then I've seen people be like, I'm not earning. People forget you have to submit your 3 videos and then you just have to wait and see if Amazon approves those. All right. So product research is everything when it comes to this program. Like if you're not doing the research and being very selective about the products that you're reviewing, you're going to struggle with this program. And that's what I see with most people when they're struggling. It's because they're not reviewing the right products. So these are the things that I look for when I'm doing my product research. This is what has worked for me. So I'm looking at the sales volume. This is key because if a product isn't selling, it will not make you money. It doesn't matter how good the video is. the product has to be selling. So it really depends on the product. For me, I've targeted products that have sold, just a couple hundred in the last month because maybe it has an empty carousel. So there's a lot of opportunities for me to earn there. And then with other products, I may target a higher sales volume. You'll see this on the Amazon product page. You'll see like sold, say like 1,000 in the last month. So it really depends on the product for me and also the competition in that carousel. I'm also looking at review count. I had to learn the hard way when it comes to this because there's been times where I would target a newer product on Amazon that, let's just say, it didn't have over 100 reviews. I'd come back in a month, that product was gone. So with the products with higher reviews, I trust those products more, right? They're proven performers, right? You see on here, proven market. And then I'm also looking at the carousel. I want to know what the competition is like. So you have your upper carousel. So you'll usually see this on the product page. It'll have a little video mark where it shows the product images, and you'll see it'll say one video or two videos. That means that upper carousel is unlocked. So your video could potentially get placed in the upper carousel. And that's the carousel that you want to be in. And you also have a bottom carousel. So sometimes you'll just see on the product page just the product images without the little video. And when you see that and you scroll down, you'll usually see that it has a bottom carousel unlocked. You'll see the videos at the bottom. And you can still earn with the bottom carousel. I've had some products that have done really well without an upper carousel. I've seen some influencers that just say they focus on products that have a upper carousel open. But for me, if it's a good opportunity, I don't care. I'll go for the bottom carousel only. And then you have creator connections. So creator connections is huge right now, and that's the thing with this program. It's changed a lot since I've been in it. Things have shifted, and creator connections, it has to be a big part of your strategy. So this is another way to get paid on top of your on-site commissions. And for a lot of influencers and myself, the creator connections, it's to the point where it's more than the on-site commissions. I've seen where it's double. Some people have said that it's triple. And what creator connections is these brands are running these different campaigns. Some are short. They may be a month, 2 months. I've seen some that are a year long. So I usually target the longer campaigns because I can earn longer. And then they're paying higher commissions. So it may be 10%, 20%. I think I've seen as high as 40, 50%. And here's the thing, when you think about just the on-site commissions, those percentages are very small. They're just 2, 3, 4%. So you can see when you focus on creator connections, and that's a big part of your strategy, you can really maximize your income and just make more. And I did want to quickly mention when it comes to product research, I feel like in 2026, you got to be using these different tools to help. So I use Viral View and I also use Oink. They have their different things that I like to use them for, but these help me make better and smart decisions when it comes to product research. And honestly, these tools just overall just help me make more money. And if you're interested in checking out those tools, I'll have my affiliate links down below in the video description. All right, let's get into the videos now. We're going to talk about videos that actually convert. So with your videos, in simple terms, you just need to be answering the buyer's questions. I like to just think about, if someone was purchasing this product, what would they want to know about this product? And let's talk about video length. I've seen people say different things about this. For me, it depends on the product. So let's just say I have a product I paid $50 for. It's like a mouse, right? That video is probably going to be short. It's a cheaper product. It's not too much to talk about versus if I buy a $500 robot vacuum. For me, that video is going to be way longer because there's different points. There's a lot of questions that I have to hit within that video to get that person to purchase after my video. And I'm talking about this because I've seen people that kind of promote it, make quick videos, just make 45-second videos. I think it depends on the products you're reviewing. I would say just make the video as long as it needs to be. But I've had some of my videos are short, and then I have some videos where I think one of my videos is 12, 15 minutes long, and it's been one of my best and highest selling products for me. And then here, these are just certain types of videos that I like to do and that convert well for me. So I like to do full reviews. I like to be very detailed with my reviews. I'm reviewing a lot of higher price stuff, so I feel like I have to cover everything and be very detailed, and it's been working for me. You can do pros and cons, demos, so that's showing the product in use. People want to see that stuff. Comparison videos are big. Those do really well for me. Those do really well offsite, and then unboxing videos. So I've seen people disagree when it comes to unboxing videos. I take a different approach with my unboxing videos. It's kind of like a hybrid approach, I guess you could say. So I'm not just slowly unboxing, the product. Sometimes I'll even unbox it, lay everything out, and just say like, "Hey, here's everything in the product. Let's go ahead and put it together." Just to show them like all the pieces depending on the product. So that whole unboxing part, I do a little bit different and I make sure it's really quick just to give them that visual of how the pieces look. Now let's talk about how you scale this. How do you turn this into a business? My approach is different, man. I look at this as a business. I treat it as a business. And some people, I think they get into this program, they don't treat it like a business, and then they get mad when they're not getting the results, or they're just expecting to make a bunch of money quickly, and it just doesn't work like that. And for me, I'm just thinking long term, and how can I build something bigger than just on site, right? And I'm just thinking of like the bigger picture. And for me, it's building a content business. I don't want to just rely on Amazon. And we've seen a lot of different changes with Amazon in the last couple of years, right? We've seen on-site commissions go down, creator connections coming in. So those are just things you have to think about, especially if you're in this for the long run. I just feel like you need to think long term. So what I'm doing, and a lot of people don't believe in this, but it works for me. I reinvest. This is when I seen my business take off. This changed the game for me, right? And a big thing that people struggle with is getting more products. That's going to be your biggest hang up with this program. Probably 9 times out of 10 is getting enough products to stay in the game, to consistently upload. So I fixed this problem by reinvesting my earnings in buying more products. And this isn't something that I did at the start. I don't think I started reinvesting until about a year in the program. I seen someone talking about it and I was just like, what the heck? Let me just try it out and see how it works for me. I think my first big investment of into products, I spent about, I think it was about $1,200, $1,500. And those have been some of my best selling products. Like those four, I think it was 3 or 4 products, they literally just changed the game for me. Then you have creator connections. I've kind of touched on that. The program is focusing on creator connections now. So, you're going to get those higher commission rates, reaching out to brands in creator connections to get those free products. That's not something that I do as much as I did like a year and a half ago. And the reason being is a lot of the products in creator connections, they weren't earning for me. And I didn't notice that at the time until I started looking at my numbers. A lot of those products, they don't have a lot of reviews. They aren't selling, they don't have sales volume, and some of the products are just bad in creator connections. So, do your own research when it comes there, but I'm very selective about who I'm reaching out to on creator connections. And then you have offsite traffic. I told you I do the hybrid approach of on-site, offsite. I mainly use YouTube for this. And this is something else that's been a game changer for me and has greatly increased my income. And then consistency. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it real with you in this video. This isn't a quick thing where you're gonna make a 10K right off the bat, thousands of dollars. Like, no, it requires real work up front. Now I'm at a place to where it's more passive and I don't have to work as hard, but I just feel like a lot of people aren't talking about that building phase of building up your storefront, building up your library of videos. So yeah, it takes time. And a lot of people, they just quit because they're expecting that quick income in a couple months. It's like, why am I not making $1,000? Well, you're not uploading enough content. You're not consistent with it. You're not treating it like a business. All right, so now I have some of the biggest beginner mistakes, y'all. You need to avoid these. I just touched on this. Not uploading enough. Volume is your primary lever early on. A lot of people, I'm in groups and I'm in this Amazon influencer space as far as like I'm searching on YouTube, I'm in groups. So I'm seeing what people talk about. Most people, they're focused on the wrong things. They're focused on things that don't move the needle. If you want to move the needle as an Amazon influencer, upload more videos, upload videos consistently. That's the name of the game. Skipping product research. We touched on this earlier, just reviewing random products, reaching out to a lot of brands and creator connections for products that just they're not selling, they don't have reviews. All of that stuff is just a waste of time. If you want to fast track your success, start researching before you review certain products. Chasing perfection. I struggle with this. Not as much now, but in the beginning for sure. Just overthinking everything. And the thing is with this program, it doesn't like specifically for on-site, you don't have to be super polished. You don't have to be perfect. And once I realized that, I was just able to put out more content. It's like, man, I was holding myself back because I have that YouTube mentality. See, my background is YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2026. I mean 2016. And on YouTube, you have to be more polished. The video has to be more structured. It has to flow right just because it's a different audience over there. But for on-site, I mean, just create simple videos. As long as you're answering the buyer's questions and things they want to know about, then you're going to have success with on-site. And then quitting too early. I talked about this. My first payout was $200. And see, some people will see that 200 and they'll be like, it's just $200. But for me, it was proof. It was proof that this thing works. And that's just the type of person I am when it comes to this online space. Okay, I made 20 bucks with this digital product or selling this product or whatever. So if I see that, that's proof that it works. So I'm like, if I can make 20, I can make 100. If I can make 100, I can make 1,000. So that's just how I think. And you just have to be consistent. So is this program worth it in 2026? 100%. This program has been life changing for me. I do this full time now. I was able to leave my 9 to 5. I've been able to pay off debt very fast, build financial security, spend more time with my family. When I was working my job, I used to miss a lot of things. So there's lots of opportunities with this program, and not just money. For me, the biggest thing is the freedom, right? Of being able to work for myself, make my own schedule, and just pick and choose how I want to do things. And just to kind of reiterate what I said earlier, this isn't a quick cash grab. That's not how this program works. I've put a lot of work into this program, specifically up front, for that first year and a half, couple years. And it's not something that's 100% passive. I see people saying that it is semi passive, but you do have to keep uploading videos, and videos will fall off of the carousel. And it's doing it quicker than it was 2 years ago. So you have to keep uploading and you have to build up your storefront first. And I think that's the part that a lot of people miss. They see these people that have all these results. Well, it's like, okay, they spent a year, 2 years building up their storefront, building up their offsite, and now they're hitting these crazy kind of income months. And if you made it this far, guys, I do have some free and I also have paid resources for you. So I have a free guide. It's the Amazon Influencer Playbook, where I dive deeper into all this stuff. And then for my people who are serious about offsite, I have my YouTube Kickstart training. So it's going to teach you everything about YouTube, how the platform works, how to upload your content, and just grow your offsite earnings with YouTube. And thanks for watching. If you got value, be sure to drop a like. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll see y'all in my next video.